Welcome everybody. In tonight's video, we have a very special product. We have the COMPANY Marksman. This, I reached out to Company and asked if they would send anything for me to review. They said yes. They sent me this delightful looking marksman here. I've been using it a few hours already. Got some thoughts, got some ideas. So let's get into what it is. And also, I don't know if they all do this, but mine came with a notebook. I wrote in the date that I got it. I wrote down a thank you. So thank you, our company, for sending this, along with the Marksman. So what is the Marksman? The Marksman is this nylon canvasy pocket organizer, as they call it, that can hold, very obviously, a notebook of like it's like a standard this isn't Write in the Rain brand, but you could probably put like a Write in the Rain notebook there in the top. We have a nice big pocket here in the back, and we have 3 vertical pockets here in the front for 5 pockets total. So what all can you stuff in here? Well, I've got some knickknacks, doodads, gizmos, trinkets, this and that. And I think if you get yourself a marksman, I think the first thing you ought to do is consider getting a Nitize S-Beaner. This is like the smallest one they make. You can get the little bit bigger ones that lock. Either one would work. And I would recommend running it through their sticker that they have here on the end, just so you can attach stuff. Also on the back side of the sticker, we have the American flag. Very nice. So let's start packing this a little bit, and I'll explain the one thing that I think might be just a little bit wrong with the product. Now, I understand not everyone's going to have a big chunky pin. This is the Mark Smith, not the Marksman, Mark Smith, made by Soul Built out in Stone Mountain, Georgia. This originally holds a retractable Sharpie. I currently have the Parker G2 pin refill in this. Been trying both, going back and forth. Loving this thing. Thank you, Soul Built, for sending this to me to review. But the big thing about the Marksman, the green pocket here, is that I want to put this here on the end, and while it does fit, the material has no stretch, no give, because when it's made and stitched absolutely flat. There is no depth to the pockets at all. So the moment you put something in the pocket, you end up pushing back and pushing forward on the pocket, forcing this to be narrower than what it wants to be. So to our company, if you're going to go along with these in the future, consider having just a little bit of depth to this front layer here. You can have this back one lay flat, but when you stitch on the front layer here, put just a little bit of space on it, because it is almost impossible to get some of these things in here. And granted, most people are going to have a zebra pin, and you can stuff a zebra pin and a pencil in there, no trouble at all. But for this to be marketed to the EDC world, we're starting to see more and more titanium, any metal pins, and they are getting thicker and fatter, and this may not hold the pins that people want. So just bear that in mind going forward with your products, to maybe consider making these a little bit more roomy, or make the pouch wider by ½ inch or an inch, and keep the notebook the same, but when you put stuff in and it pulls it together, you've got more room to do so. So that's like the one thing I don't like about this particular pouch. Everything else about it is fantastic. It will hold all the stuff that I want it to hold. I am putting this stuff in here, like this is a SRM Sanrenmu knockoff of the Boker Atlas, just so you know. I would recommend the Boker Atlas because Boker logo is cooler. But already we've got two pins, a pencil, a flashlight, a knife, and something I am currently doing is rocking a Griffin pry tool, and that all goes in there delightfully well for how this packs. And got some room here in the back. You stuff a metal cone, stuff a few cards here in the back, and you're good to go. Like, you can tuck that down. I've been trying this around in my jeans. It fits comfortably in my jeans. I like how this sits. I would maybe like to see them round the corners more if possible. I understand for simplicity to go straight is easy, but maybe finding, like, don't sew these all the way, this black trim here, don't sew it all the way to the edge. Pull in just a little bit and let that cloth bend at the corners on its own. Could be an idea. All in all, I do recommend this product. I do like this product. I'm just pointing out the one or two few little things that are just, could be improved. But cards in the back, knickknacks, flat knickknacks in the back is nice and easy. You can hold one or two small notebooks here in the main pocket, and then you can hold a plethora of accoutrements in the front pockets. Now, this main pocket here in the front middle can hold a Victorinox Farmer X that way or sideways. It will hold that for a point of reference. It will not hold a Leatherman Free P2. It's just a little too small for that. So if you're thinking of packing one of these in a Marksman, ain't going to happen. This is the Land Knives 9104, which is the poor man Sabenza, as I like to call it. That goes in there. Great. Not a thing wrong with it. Let's see. A popular knife, a QSP Penguin. You've probably seen these going around in the EDC world. Very popular knife. That does fit as well. So, just some size comparisons to kind of show you what's going on. This is an Olight i3T EOS. The thumb stud does snag just a little bit on pulling that out. But for how I am probably going to carry this configuration here, might swap out this for the 2-layer Boker Atlas Plus, which I do have around somewhere. But that will hold an Atlas Plus in that pocket, no trouble at all. But at a minimum, if you get one of these, I recommend getting a nitized clip and attaching it to the little tag there, just to kind of add some holding capability to your product. I'm also probably going to throw some of these Fresh Snap alcohol pads in the back. You can pick these up at restaurants and stuff usually and save a few around. Always good to have some sterilizing alcohol on you. But cannot stick 3 pencils in here. You can stick them in the slot here, but there's nothing to clip onto, so that's why I've been doing the slim pocket knife there. It gives me a little cutting edge. I got a little pry tool, I got a light, I've got right. Just a good full set. So that is the ARC Company Marksman. ARC.co. You can look them up online on Instagram, Art Company. You can find them. They've got other great pocket organizers. They sent me this one. I am going to love it. I am going to use it. It's going to come in really handy. If you've been considering one, maybe take another look at it. I recommend it, but just be warned that, like, if you've got thicker EDC pins that you're wanting to hold in it, it may not quite do the job. Now, this is a very chunky EDC pin. Most are going to be a lot thinner than this one, but it will hold this in the main middle pocket without looking ridiculous, and it will sit down inside your jeans pocket if you're not wearing skinny jeans, and not feel like it's taking up, all the room in the world. You can actually put some stuff in there and I think it's doing its job well. You could probably even swap the notebook out for a phone if you don't have stuff that you're worried about breaking the screen. So there's that. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you again, ARC Company, for sending me this to showcase and review all around. I'm going to enjoy it. Also, shout out to Soul Built for sending the pen. If you'd like to help the channel out, hit like, hit subscribe, share this channel around. It would help me out a lot. We just crossed 1,000 subscribers in January. We're going up in the world here. We're doing good things. So spread it around. Thank you all for watching this video. If you liked it, hit the like, hit the subscribe, yada yada. Farewell, carry well, and a bye-bye.